It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I'll make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
What's that in your hand? Drop it! Oh!
Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
Ah. You scum!
Keep firing, you oafs. No cowering and no hiding. You see the traitor, you kill the traitor.
Bastard! Christ damned cursed.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see.
Bastard!
Delightful.
Void Gear, you two-faced scum! You're the one behind this mayhem!
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself.
What are you, some sort of vampire? Oh,
We are in the anteroom of the Warren Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates of the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
why are you doing this?
Why? Because I am following an order. What is happening on this ship right now has been in the making for a very long time. All that remains is to obtain what my master sent me for. The Warrant of Trade.
What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
You sorry, pathetic excuse. Do you even have the decency with your apostasy, you sword-wretched piece of grok dreck?
Wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
You're mad, Kunrad! Blade flashes until I slices my hand open. I feel nauseous. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drown out my own thoughts, replacing them with a single word. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate! Get out! I'm not your puppet! Voices in my head. You desperate little fool! You'll never stop us! Get up there, little puppet! No! Must fight. Skill test and dialogue.
One of the available dialogue options requires making a skill test. Unlike with passive tests, which are made automatically, in this case you can decide whether or not to select an option, the consequences of which will depend on the result of the associated test. Success or failure affects how the dialogue will develop depending on the context. You might change the course of the conversation, alter the character's attitude, or perform an action whose consequences will only become apparent later. Hover your cursor over the dialogue option that requires a skill test, and you will see a tooltip detailing your chances of success. The number after the skill's name indicates the difficulty of the test. Once your character starts traveling with allies, the party member with the highest score in the applicable skill will be selected for each test.
I carefully inspected the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches my eye in the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to me. I suspect this might be some kind of archaeotech relic. Servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it screams forward closer to me. Its lower jaw opens with a shriek, much wider than the jaw of any living man. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp, metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to my right lights up, showing strings of the mysterious symbols. Symbols beyond the void. A whisper whispers, Saint Mary. The wind whispers, Mary. Voices that fill my head after Voidkiss wounded me with his damn little bow blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of my mind. Again, let's look at it. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones I'm used to. Its skin covering it is stitched with copper thread. Like so. It has metal hinges in place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of an ordinary automaton. There's got to be a weapon around here somewhere. Damn you! I look around in vain hope for a weapon. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect working order. Damn it. Maybe I can... Damn, he's never gonna let me go. Past him. Nary a broken panel, protruding piece of rebarb.
Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
Go to hell, Kunrad. Or to the blazes or the warp. I'm not doing this. You can't make me. Oh, yes I can. I'll cut your hand off and stick it in his mouth. Now do it! Fine. I place my hand to the Sentinel's maw. Ah! It's got me! The Sentinel's jaw clamped and puncturing my skin, sinking into my flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's mouth. Immediately, I hear a humming of the servo motor start up and the pump stir into motion. The screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain shut, and I'm beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if I were to lean against the gate, I could catch my breath. Maybe catch a wink or two or five, but then none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
I don't understand where this quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is this the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of my wearied, warp-driven mind? Whichever it is, I can clearly hear the words. Yes, yes, I require assistance, now! Pain shoots through my head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in my consciousness does not have the ability to do any real harm. That's good. It still got me, though.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Whoa! Oh!
There is still another way.
What? What the? What did he do? There's still another way. So he's up to something. I must stop him, but I've suffered a wound, an old injury. An injury that wasn't healed in time. Drat, yeah. When he punched me in the back or whatever he did. Okay, so I need a Medikey.